Hey everybody, this is Dave Bensman with Bensman Home Computer Repair, and today here's another tutorial video. This time we're going to talk about storage devices, external storage devices. A lot of people, they hear that they should back up their data, but they don't really know what that means. They think it's just, if I save it to my internal hard drive, it's backed up, but it's really not. It has to be backed up to some external source, either like a cloud source or an external drive. Today we're going to talk about external drives. Let's open this here. There are really three speeds of external drives. There's USB 2.0, 3.0, and 3.1, and they operate at different transfer rates. In other words, they move data from your computer to the drive at a different speed. So the USB 2.0 is older and slower. USB 3.0 is more recent and is a lot faster. And USB 3.1 is the most recent the thing that you'll find on a consumer PC. And it's quite fast indeed, moving data at 10 gigabits per second. Let's see here. How do you know if you've got one of these ports on your computer? Because you do need a USB 3.0 port to take advantage of a USB 3.0 drive. And the way to tell is if you see something that has like one of these blue spacers on it right there, if you see one of those on your computer and you see where it says SS with that little trident looking thing, that means it's going to be a USB 3.0 port. This symbol right here, and maybe it'll also have that blue spacer port in the actual computer where the USB port is. Now, if you see something that has that same blue port, or maybe it doesn't. Sometimes it won't actually have the blue spacer in there, but it does have this SS with the 10 right there on the Trident. That means it's a USB 3.1 port, and it's even going to be faster than the 3.0. So what do you have to choose from here? Well, this would be if you have like a ton of movies, music, high definition movies, things like that. This would be an 8 terabyte Western Digital MyBook. It's designed to sit next to your desktop. It's not really designed to be a super portable solution because it does have an external power cable, but it will hold a lot of information. You can get them in larger sizes. You can get them all the way up to 20 gigs, but the cost, rather the price versus data, like it really kind of is, the sweet spot seems to be like around 160 bucks. And this is a USB 3.0 drive, and you can plug it into any port, but if you plug it into a 3.0 port, it will really move data very quickly. The other option here is a Western Digital 4 terabyte Passport. It's much smaller, whereas the MyBook is about the size of a book, hence the name. The Passport is about the size of a couple of packs of cards next to each other. It doesn't have its own external power cable. It gets its power from the USB port it's plugged into. It is a USB 3.0 drive, and it is a 4 terabyte drive. It's about half the size of the MyBook we were looking at, but it is capable of holding quite a bit of data and moving that data back and forth pretty quickly. Now, it also has a laptop drive in it, so it's going to move a bit more slowly than the MyBook. So it is a bit slower than the MyBook. It doesn't hold as much, but it is cheaper and it is smaller, easier to carry around. Now, another option here is, let's say that you didn't have all that much data. You had, a bunch of documents, maybe some music, maybe some photographs, but not a whole lot. This right here is a really good option. It's the Samsung Bar Plus 256 gig. It's a USB 3.1 external, what we call a thumb drive or a USB drive. It's basically a no moving parts are in it. It's just a RAM stick basically that's been stuck onto a USB port, and you can plug that into any USB 3.1 drive, and it'll really move data very fast, 10 gigabits per second, very fast. And that is a theoretical maximum. Your mileage will vary, but it's definitely going to move data a lot faster than an older 2.0 drive. Now, if you only had some documents, maybe a couple of photos, you might be okay with this. It's a 32 gig USB 3.0 drive. It's not really going to hold a lot, but it is pretty sturdy and just designed basically to plug into your computer, back up your crucial documents, stick it in your pocket, and you're off and running. Those are your main choices, and I'll be putting all of the links to these in the description, and invite you to just go on to Amazon and purchase them just from those links. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. And that's Dave Bensman with Bensman Home Computer Repair, signing off.